Hello there. Today I'm going to do a Notre Dame picture of Paris. Got requested to do so, and I thought, why not? Challenge accepted. Let's go for this. So to start off with, I want to just sketch out some lines, just so I get the initial shape of it. So it's got two large rectangular sections at the top. I don't want to go too much into pencil lines. I know it helps to get the desired proportions in that, but I want to get straight into pen and ink as soon as I can. Just to make sure that it's equal across. Across here. Split up into this next section. Now I'll probably just work in sections as I do this. And then this lower section, it's got the columns all the way down it, and it's got these then I'll see how far I get down. It's quite a big drawing, but hey ho. Right, let's get some lines on the go. So this is going to be the top section, and this curls round. And we can bring this up. And the same for this side. And we've got a top section above here. And there's a wee little triangle fellow on top. Maybe I'll just zoom in so you can see a bit better. Okay, and this is going to be the start of a column coming down. There we are. I've got the inside of the column for this area. Then the lower inner section, which starts, I'm just doing shapes first. I'm going to do the details in a second. So let's just get these shapes on the go while it's fresh in my memory. So this is the inner sections. Then maybe let's do the center column. That'll be better first, and from there just do the panels. Okay, and then this can join up on that edge. Okay, there's a wee bit of decoration here. The picture doesn't show it too well. I'm guessing it's some figurines. I can't really draw the figurines as much as the picture permits me, but I'm just going to give emphasis here by just doing some shapes. are. Bringing these lines down. Okay, that's looking nice for the first tower, or one area of it anyhow. It does come back down in this direction. So I'm just making sure that these lines are parallel in angle. It makes it easier to run on the eyes when you're looking at it, and that's what gives the shape. You can see the difference within it. Okay, so I know this area is going to be the darkest on the inside. I'll copy that all the way down. Just doing some vertical lines there. Then to finish off this tower I need to do the bottom section. It's indented in. Try and keep that same angle there. What ever happened to the normal 4-line square house? It's alright, I like doing something different. There we are. Let's bring this down. Across here. Again, this is going to be indented in. Another section. Bring this up. Okay, that's looking awesome. That's one tower done. Right. And the next section shall come around here. Mark these off. I know it's not perfectly straight, but I'll give the emphasis and it's going to look awesome at the end, don't worry. Just want to get these lines in. And again, like here with these nice curved arches, bring it down for a center column, back up. And I might just notice something that I might miss. I might just go back to it. I do apologise. I'm going backwards and forwards like a typewriter. That's just to achieving a certain effect. And once I'm happy with that, I'll just leave it till otherwise. Okay, awesome. Just need a little more work done to it, like I need to do some more details on here. Nice, even, thick block going across, which I can then do some vertical lines, tail in it. This looks like a diagonal line. I haven't been to Paris before. I don't think so anyway. I bet it's a nice place. So no, down here is going to be darker. Especially on this inside edge. Add some more shadows just on here. Okay. Slowly getting there. So to make this column stick out more, I'm just going to add shadows either side of it. Follow these down. So the shadows will come from there. And this side, I remember when I was growing up with my brother, he's a good artist as well, very creative person. I remember some just one-line sentences of art tips that he used to give me. I remember one time during a conversation, he says he doesn't like drawing felt tip pen because it leaves all these little white dots. And I thought, I like drawing it, but maybe that was a problem he noticed. So I made sure that when I finished my drawing, I'd have spent the next 2 minutes make sure there's no more white dots in. How's that looking? I'm going to add some grey tones in a moment, so this will really pop out. We'll shine the darkest areas first. So especially underneath, where the line weights can be heavier. Just like so. Okie dokie. Well, right. One section done. Hey, dee 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 dee. I'm never drawn this before, and I haven't done that many shapes with the pencils. But if you just break down the picture in its forms, like squares here, little wee triangle fellows, just like so. Then little rectangle boys just here. And we can bring this across. I do find it easier to do these shapes first, squares, rectangles, and then go from there. Then this has some skinny windows, 7 I think. Well, it's gonna be 5. Look alright, don't worry. And this section off. And there's some circle shapes here. And just a darker edge to this side. Okay, looks cool, and it kind of complements here where this is the darkest edge. This is the darkest edge as well. And again, I can just add a bit more line weight to just underneath these shapes. Okay, this looks like a diagonal section as well. So I'm just going to go across. Add a bit of shading for this one. And touch of shading just on these triangles, on these diagonal sections. Just like a little triangle line going down. Still, I want to try and keep the shape of it, but add a little bit of darkness on the top area, just to give the emphasis that it's got a top lip. Okay. Then this one comes down further. There. I've just noticed in the picture reference I have done this a lot bigger than what it was in the picture reference. Maybe I can add a little smaller tower here. Now that I just see a bit further. Do need a bit more shadow in here. Okay. So maybe I'll do the other tower. It's about that far across. In, across. Not going to line up there just because how it's sticking out. Sorry, I'm just noticing a few lines here that needs just cleaned up a little bit. That's better. And then going across, and it sticks out this side. Okay, so that lines up perfectly ish. And then just marking where I want them to be. There we go. So likewise to the eye. Bring this across. That's going to be the same diagonal lines. Can you see that alright? Maybe I'll just move it a little bit. There we are. Let's give the emphasis here of a few little blocks and shapes. I'm not quite sure, it's a bit fuzzy, the foot reference. But, and let's bring this up, down. Again for this side. So a little bit wider here than is at the top, I think. There. It's alright. This one's a little bit clearer this side. So this curls in. And it's got a few bumps at the top. Then we can bring this down for the center section again. Okay, and just like the other one, I do the lines coming down here. Get quite dark in the center. Yeah, it's kind of the slats in here. And same on this side. I'm not doing these as big because there's going to be a line coming down. So this is going to be a lot darker, this area. I actually just do a thick line going down. Get rid of all the little white dots. Showing a bit of shading there. It looks a little off-centered. I think I'll be alright once I do the rest. So I've done a bit of shadows on this side. Just shading this in. Just bring another line just down here. Okay, I'm just going to do the same on the other side. So it's just under a ruler width. And can bring this down. And a shade on the inside, like the other side. Just keep curling this around. This looked a little bit uneven. To the other side. Some lines going down here. Okay. I need to bring this across. Okay, let's do a nice thick edge here. Another thick edge just underneath. Then, likewise before, the nice thick lines. Make that a bit darker. Some areas I'll just randomly decide that needs to be darker. And I'll just match it up with this side This is a little off center. I'm just going to bring a diagonal line across. Nearly finished. Whew. Do you think drawing's really good practice for concentration, especially when drawing from references? You have to think and focus, prepare, strike your strokes. I don't know. Okay, we can do some wee circles just on here. I've just noticed it. Okay. Okay, just doing heavier line weights on these edges. I'm bringing some more shadow on the inside. Still want to kind of give the shapes. I don't want to do too much shadows. Then it becomes distorted and a bit blurry. So you've got to create a nice balance. This section's very similar, going across. I'm just going backwards and forwards just like so, just so I can repeat the hand movements that is required to complete the shapes before me. So around, round, round. This one's up there. Sort of like a robot, you know when you ever seen a robot just go backwards and forwards like sequences. So keep the same shadow down this edge. Keep the pattern consistent on the same areas. So for instance, the same windows, keep this same pattern. Then your eyes have to work less to actually recognize certain sections. Fuel. Although a tree is a very complicated object with all its leaves, bark, insects, birds, whatever you want to put inside it. But the whole makes up the tree itself. Likewise to a building, you put loads of bricks across it, windowsills and all these little details, it makes it as a whole. You'll recognise the windows together, recognise the bricks together. Just doing some circles, and just doing some V shapes. I do apologise, this is a little rougher. But it's going to look good. It'll look good once finished with the Copics, or markers should I say. Keep it in mud up. So it'll really push out the highlights. Okay, that's looking nice. And There is some work still to do on the towers. Sometimes it's hard to recognize what work is required. I can only see so much and so far ahead. But I have that emphasis in mind of the effect that I desire, and because I have that effect of what I desire, I will automatically seek it out. Now I've just noticed something, that this curved line goes up there. I'll keep the same on this side. Just smooth it out. I haven't got this pattern on it. Okay. Although you do use your photo reference, and unless you're doing something photorealistic, you can only go so far into actually creating the image without making some adjustments to the media to which you are using. So I'm doing this in pen and ink, so I've got to make some adjustments here and here just to adjust to it. So there might be some more extra shadows, maybe a few little lines, but as a whole it's going to look awesome. I notice this area is darker in this image. Okay. I think I've only got a few more sections to go, and we are nearly 40 minutes in, so I might have to take a wee break and just come back to it. Looking at some more details, just going to add these little semicircles with little lines, and just do some of the lines coming down. So follow this right across. It's easier to work in sections. You don't have to complete this section, especially when you're doing the same shapes. That's good, because then you've just recently done it, so you've got it fresh in your mind of what you need to do. I already know where the shade needs to go from my previous sections. And some shading down there. Sometimes they're a little rough, so I'll just go over it and just to smooth it out. So now there's this shape on the inside. And the windows, keep them exactly the same. I'm going very fast and very rough with this, so if you want to do this in pencil first, you know, be my guest. I don't have time for pencil. What do you rely on? Do you rely on pure compulsive, just random doodles to complete your art, like you just go with the flow? Or do you actually have to spend days planning an image making sure that everything is just right and just the way you want it. I suppose for clients and stuff, I have had a little bit more professional in what I do, and I try and create the exact proportions and to give as close to an effect of what my client wants to desire. But in other terms, like what I'm doing now, I am just having some fun. You need some fun when you work full time and you're just doing YouTube videos for free. So I really enjoy doing this, and I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't. Okay. Just notice this shadow's a little bit darker. Okay, let's start moving down a bit for the next section. Okay, the wall comes out at an angle. Like so. Join these up. Then just below here, there's some wee triangle sections. There we go. And bring these down. Little mark on top, sort of like a top of the end of the star.
1, 2, 3, go!
Then last on this section, these come down a bit further. Then hard to tell, but I think all these are joined up. I'm sure I'll go with it. Okay, so the next section is outlined now. So let's get some patterns on the go. First off, this does indent a little bit on the inside. So let's just do some lines here to emphasize that. And then there's these little circle boys here. Just notice that because these pillars are sticking out, you're not going to see them as much. Lots of little things to remember when doing images with depth, even if it's just building depth, i.e. like just small depth. But I believe in constant repetition of emphasizing the very factors that constitute this picture of those illicit effects, i.e. perception, depth, line weight and stuff like that. If you just keep on practicing and keep on emphasizing certain areas, understanding what makes more sense, then it'll become easier for your next drawing for it to make sense, and eventually you can draw better because the effect that you desire is easier to achieve. Excuse me for my little spiels. Kind of just spontaneously happen when I'm just doodling. So I've done that section of that window, as you can see. It comes inside. This wee little statue fellow here. I'm not going to do the detail, I'm just going to emphasize it. So this is the deepest end of this section. I'm just going to do a line coming up here. Okay, looking good. Give more emphasis. Okay, so in the center one, it's got a cool circle boy, little circle fellow. Okay, and then there's some awesome statues just in the center. I'm not doing too much detail on these, I'm just kind of getting the emphasis of them. Okay, let's just work from the center. Just doing these middle sections. And just do these top sections. Just working my way around. Okay, then it's going to be darker on this edge. Okay, just a little little bit of pattern just up here. That looks awesome. I'm just doing the same shadow. Just want to increase the line weight on the lower sections. This is going to be darker inside. Okay, now I want to do the next section, which is going to be the same as the first one, so I could just follow along with that. And the shadow there. Just create a shadow here for the lower section. Okay, and then some lines going down. Bit of shadow just on here. Okay. Okay, just looking to see if there's anything else I need to do. I think there's another diagonal shape across here. Shadow on here. Okay, now I want to do this section coming off, just complete it. I don't want to do too much detail in here. This is going to be the lowest section. Well, one section anyway. Need the circle pattern on here. Okay, I'm going to shade that in later. I've got that emphasis down. Okay, and then so for this balcony shape, sorry, I'm just noticing some shadows here. So I'm just doing some triangles. And add some vertical lines to match it up. Okay, now I just want to shade this edge in. So I'm just adding this shadow. Okay, now for the next section. It's pretty straightforward, but it's a bit complicated. Just doing some lines going across. Okay, there's some awesome statues just in the center. So I'm sure you give like a little rectangle shape just to start off with. It's a little bit uneven, but I will match it up. Just adding some shadows. Doing some more shadows just in this other edge. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of detail just on here. So like a shadow in this corner, a Y shape for the hands, and a line just underneath. I'm just keeping it constant all the way across. And I want to do this sort of indented, so I'm just going to do a shadow on this edge. Okay, I'm happy with that. I think I might go into some shade now. Just going to make sure there's nothing else I need to do. This is looking a bit slanted, this one, so I might just try and fix that. Okay, I'm going to add a thick black shadow on this side. Shadow here, bit there. Bit there. Okay. So let's get some shading in here. 1 second. Not sure if this is too dark. I'll get a bit lighter one. Try this one. Yeah, that's better. I'm just going to block out some of these whites. shadow here and there. Okay, so I was just adjusting something. Got some shading on here. So you can see on the inside edges, that's going to be darker. Inside edge. Just going across. So this is going to be darker down here. Making this darker by taking away those white areas. Just a little bit here and just underneath. Again on the inside. So again, just colouring all this in. And just underneath. Okay, so it's starting to pop out now, just cancelling away those white areas. little bit dark on this side. Just like so. So I just want to darken up this whole area. Just doing a bit of shadow, just going across here. This is quite dark, this one, so I'm just using it not too much. Okay, now to finish it off, let's get a bit of blue in the sky. Okay, that looks good. Just don't want too much blue in the background, just kind of an abstract. But, yeah, I think I'll leave it like that. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been my Notre Dame. I know it's a long video, but there you go. I'll see you later.